Attorney Dong muna po.
Sila ang poster boys ng kampanyang laban sa droga ng nakaraang administrasyon, ang Alabang Boys. Pero hindi lamang dahil mula sa muna yung mga prominenteng pamilya ang mga akusado, kaya naging kontrobersyal ang kaso. Una na inakusahan ang mga prosecutor sa Department of Justice at mga ahente ng Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency ng bribery. Pagkatapos ma-dismiss ang kaso, nabunsod ng isang bypass operation noong September 2008. Dahil sa kontrobersiya, ipinagutos ng nooy presidente na si Gloria Macapagal Arroyo na ituloy ang pagsasampa ng kaso. Pero pagkatapos ng halos 3 taon, tuluyan ang na-dismiss ang kaso laban sa dalawang akusado dahil sa ilang teknikalidad. Dahil dito, isang panukala ang inaprubahan kamakailan ng Committee on Dangerous Drugs ng mababang kapulungan upang mapaigting ang labang kontra droga. Ang pagtatayo ng Office of the Special Prosecutor on Dangerous Drugs o OSPDD na hahawak sa malalaking kaso tungkol sa illegal drug trade. Ang OSPDD nga ba ang sagot sa salot ng droga na patuloy na sumisira sa ating mga pamilya at lipunan?
Kami nakakarating sa inyo live over Action TV 41. Kumusta na ang kampanya kontra droga? Makakausap natin ngayon gabi si General Dionisio Santiago, dating hepe ng Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, Representative Roylo Goles, kinatawan ng pangalawang distrito ng Parañaque City, si Attorney Al Lazaro, Direktor ng Legal and Prosecution Division ng Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, at si Attorney Andresito Fornier, abogado ni George Cordana Joseph. Gentlemen, magandang gabi at welcome sa Kalibre 41. Now first, Andy, sabihin mo ano nangyari sa mga kliyente mo. Sila inakwit, right?
They were acquitted. In fact, they should have been acquitted a long time ago.
Yeah, why was that?
Actually, the case was initially dismissed already. But however, that was, in fact, was dismissed by both the investigating prosecutor, approved by Senior State Prosecutor Sunio, and then approved again by the Secretary of Justice. However, General Santiago, who was then the PDEA chief, came out with comment or a story to the effect that 50 million pesos was supposed to have been offered. And then there was a big brouhaha over the whole thing. And suddenly, we even had Malacanang intervening. A special order, executive order was issued by the President at the time.
Okay. Pero ito, Andy, ito nakalagay dito, nakasaad dito. The failure of the prosecution, therefore, to establish all the links in the chain of custody is fatal to the case at bar. The court cannot merely rely on the presumption of regularity in the performance of official functions in view of the glaring blunder in the handling of the corpus delicti of these cases. The presumption of regularity should bow down to the presumption of innocence of the accused.
Precisely, because presumption of innocence is a cardinal rule under the Constitution.
Ano ang nakalagay dito na establish all the links in the chain of custody of the evidence?
Well, it's only insofar as the cost that evidence is concerned. We were able to prove that evidence was supposed to have been in the custody of the chemist suddenly appeared in a press conference of General Santiago. And General Santiago was even, flaunting said drug evidence to the people. And this was September 20 afternoon at 3 o'clock, the afternoon September 20, when, according to the chemist, the drug items were with her from 12:15 p.m. until 4 o'clock a.m. the next day.
I see. Okay, General Santiago, ano po nangyari doon?
I think that was the subject of investigation, and I think that was explained very well in court. And I think Attorney Lazaro will give it.
Pero sinabi po ng judge, is fatal to the case of bar. Fatal po yun eh. Fatal error po yun eh.
Hindi, yun nga, yung sinasabi break in custody, unfortunately, we were not presented sa
kung na-present kayo, sabi ninyo na
the matters would have been clarified dahil during yung sinasabi ni Atty. He does not know what kind of animal, yung presidential fact-finding, which was composed of two justices, Justice Grino Aquino and Justice Victorino, and the Dean of East Umbrella College. That was well explained. So, because of that, ang naging recommendation sa Palace was to pursue. Siguro sabi namin, that as a non-lawyer, but said that I was posting conditions. That gave me comfort na matatag ang case namin. And no less than the prosecutor, state prosecutor, I said that the case was very strong.
Yung problema po dito is that the evidence was, nakalagay dito, fatal to the case at bar. Establish all the links in the chain of custody. Bakit po na-break yung chain of custody ng handling ng evidence?
Hindi, yan ang hindi naman maintindihan dahil yung pinipresent ko, sabi nga ni Kuya Andy, kapag natin hindi diretso sa laboratory. Pagkatapos, yung evidence natin, there is such thing as representative sample.
Yung pinresentan niyo sa media po, ano po yun?
That is the bias.
Representative po yun?
No, the representative sample is taken from the deceased drugs, bukuha ng certain quantity, nalang yung masinanin na it can be, depending on the quantity, kukunan niya. Para tapos hindi mo marirecover yan dahil inihahalo na sa testing chemical. The balance are sealed and it is handled by the evidence custodian. Yun ang dinadala, itinutunan. Kaya pagka i-present namin, nakasil yan, mark.
Okay, Atty. Lasso, ano po nangyari doon?
Well, of course, it's really fait accompli.
Yeah.
We have to respect the ways of the court, no election authority, but we beg to disagree with its findings. First of all, there is a finding in the judgment itself that a valid bypass operation was in fact conducted.
Valid?
Yes, the court said that in its ruling, meaning that all the elements of the offense were duly proven by the prosecution. Now, if there is a break in the cost of evidence, I think the bypass operation should be deemed invalid in the first place. That's why we really cannot reconcile.
So, contradictory yung findings sa valid yung bypass, meron problema yung ebidensya ng handling.
And in the first place, the prosecution presented evidence, the defense presented witnesses. There is no issue raised by the defense witnesses involving the validity of the bypass operation. It was not even traversed.
We beg to disagree with that statement. In fact, if they had only read our memorandum, we have stated that again and again that the alleged drug bust was illegal and invalid. You know, we have to understand that even here General Santiago has admitted, this is in a newspaper which states, this was May 30, 2008, in Cabahog, Baguete, and I quote, the Director General of the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency admitted that his agency, tasked with the elimination of the supply of and demand for illegal drugs in the country, is forced to plant evidence in some special cases. Yes, this is being quoted here. In fact, he said that under certain circumstances, they too are forced to plant evidence, but only on well-known drug traffickers under PDEA's watchlist who always escape arrest. We sometimes do this, although this is against the rule of law. I don't know why the General here would come up with such a statement.
Bakit siya sinabi ko niyo?
This is Pinistar po.
Pero alam mo, pagka yung hindi masama na madaming attributed statement, kaya kanina, sinasabi mo, tinutulong mo sa akin yung press release ng PDEA, tinurek mo hindi ako. Kanina sinasabi ko.
So, is that misquote?
I think that was a misquote.
No, this was another statement, Dom. It was a statement already, okay, predicting that the so-called quote-unquote Alamong boys would be convicted. And they were already trying to implant that in the mind of the public so that if they are acquitted, then they will say something happened. This is, I don't know why the PDEA does this.
Bakit ko ginagawa yun?
Sabi ko, siguro, ewan ko kung wala. Marami yung cases. Kami pagkatalo-talo. Hindi kami yung tao na pagkatalo.
Pero nagpa-plan ba kayo ng ebidensya?
I don't think you know that is specific in the law. I think that was ingest. Alam mo, ilang beses akong nakuha sa violation ng rule of law eh. And that was done in Samar. And the media personality who did that apologized to me in public in Samar. Isang grupo yan. Kaya sabi ko nung hindi internet.
Pangalan mo ba niya, Desakada?
Yes, taga-Samar yan.
Taga-Samar. Director General of the Philippine Drug Enforcement admitted that the agency tasked with the elimination of the supply of demand for illegal drugs is forced to plant evidence in some special cases.
No, nagbibiroong kami. Sumatapag, nag-apologize siya babae. It is a group of media people. Siya na nagawa ng ganyan. Ang dami niyan. Sasama yan.
Okay. We have to take a break. Magbabalik po ang Kalibre 41. Pagbalik po natin, tatuloyin po natin si Congressman Gores. Ano kanyang paano batas para solusyonin po ang lahat dito.